I'm just going to turn it over to Raymond.
You'd probably like. It was that kind of thing, bringing out food, talking to the patrons. And I realized that part of that was, the reason why I liked that was because those were the restaurants that I liked. I like to go to places where they were social and they came up to me and talked to me. And usually it was either an owner or a manager, somebody in charge. But that made me feel good. So this is kind of the same reason why restaurants need to be social, because that interaction is kind of lacking. And you can say, well, why? How do you know that's what they want? Well, you see people post pictures. They go to Yelp. They put up reviews. They're actually telling the customer what they want, but they're not directly telling the customer because the customer doesn't have an outlet. Some of them do. Some of them have Facebook fan pages, but the majority of them don't. And that's the thing, is this is available to them, and it's something that they can use, but you have to own something like that. You can't fake the funk. You got to be in it, and if you want to do it, you've got to own it, because people will see that if you're fake or phony, or you're just doing it just because the guy down the street is doing it. These guys are savvy. They're going to figure it out, and then you're probably in worse shape than you were initially. Sign-up sheet in the back. At the end of this, you can go back there. If you're interested, sign up. Right now you guys are kind of voting whether or not this is something that you want. But we think that this is valuable, and we really think that this will make you a more valuable partner to your customers. So, and I guarantee you that your competition, I mean, overall, they're not doing that. But if you have a direct competitor with that one person that's doing that, you're in trouble. You get more if you put those things in there, right? And so let's say you use keywords, but it has to do with your restaurant, right? Because you put that up and you put your hummus recipe up. And I'm starting to look for that, but you've got an actual video on YouTube. You're more likely to come up than somebody else. Okay. So that's what it is. And the more you do that, the more you have out there, the more people that follow you, the higher that goes, right? So this is a question that I would ask your customers, okay? And it's, do you know your audience? And it's a really, I think, soul-searching question. You've got to be honest with yourself. It's not the ones you want. It's who do you have. I'm not saying don't think about or consider the ones you want, but who do you have right now? And then how do you market to them? And who do you want? And how do you market to them? Okay? So this is a cost-effective way to market using these types of mediums. And on top of that, people are using them already. So it's not like you need to adopt something. They're already on it. You just need them to be on yours. And she had this really, I mean, pretty good business model. She was really, really into it. You can tell she was very, very passionate about it. When she was talking, you can see tears in her eyes. You know, she was like, I'm struggling. I might lose this business because somebody else in this affluent area has kids that go to the school, and she wants to take this over. But I'm doing more than they are doing, which is what differentiates my business from yours. But so you do have something that's better than your competition. But if nobody knows about it, so what? Right? So now we're on his website, and I click on his Facebook button. And when I click on it, this is what I get. And when I was telling you about a splash page, an iframes page, this is what it is. But what happens is, on this, which is so smart, I mean, it's brilliant, because you have to click the like button to actually go to something else. But what are you going to do? He doesn't tell you. So he doesn't give you a call to action message. He doesn't say, like us and we'll give you 30% off on your next visit. Okay? If you did something like that, instead of 7,000, he would have 17,000.